What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So today I have right here the Google Pixel 7 Pro, and I want to show you guys a bunch of cases from the team over at Spigen. Thank you so much, Team Spigen, for sending these cases out for me to check out, put on the Pixel 7 Pro, and share with you guys my thoughts and opinions. And this is a great way for anyone who is interested in picking up these cases to see how it will look on the Pixel 7 Pro. This right here is the snow, or the silver color, whatever you want to call it. Google calls it snow. So without further delay, let's dive right in and take a look at these cases. Okay, so let's start off. There's 6 cases. Let's go with the Pixel 7 Pro Thin Fit. All right, and by the way, this is my latest wallpaper pack. It is called Ripple. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. This has been a great year for wallpaper packs, and I'm also working on a bunch of other wallpaper packs to release in the next couple months starting in 2023. So be sure to check out the link in the description down below if you want to support the channel. Anyway, let's get started. Pixel 7 Pro Thin Fit. And what I love about Spigen cases is they are true to its name, thin cases. In fact, my first ever case for my smartphone was a case from Spigen. So goes to show Spigen has, does a really good job, and I'm a fan of Spigen. So make it MagSafe. You can go ahead and get the one-tap ring, which is compatible with the Pixel 7 Pro series. Although this one right here is not going to be MagSafe compatible. But Thin Fit definitely is true to its name. It is thin. It's not as bendable, so that's actually a good thing, which I do like. From the looks of it, it looks like it's precise cutouts, and it feels really soft in the hand. But the real thing is, how does it look on the phone itself? Let's put it on. Fits in perfectly. Buttons are clicky themselves as well. There you go. Taking a look, the camera visor. The thing I noticed with cases is that it covers. Let me show you just for reference. When we take off the case, see how the camera visor goes all the way to the edge of the phone on each side. Put on the case, and it doesn't show the entire camera visor, which I'm not like the biggest fan of. I wish more cases would show off the entire camera visor. But nonetheless, if you're looking for a thin case, because looking at it, if you do look at the camera cutouts right here on the back, precise. The buttons are very clicky, and the button cutouts are precise. The cutouts for the USB-C port, the speaker grill on the bottom is also precise. It really does fit snug, and you feel it, click in when you're putting on the case, and it's not difficult to take off either. So there you go. Just put it, slide it right in. Bam, you're in the phone. Other than that, if you want a thin case that is just plain and ordinary or original, then this is the case to go with. So let's put this aside. This is the Thin Fit, and that's how it looks on the 7 Pro in snow. Let's take a look at what's next, the Liquid Air. So actually, before we do get into that, I went ahead and got this one myself. I believe this is actually going to be the Liquid Air 2, just in a navy color. So let's pull that out. Yeah, it's literally the Liquid Air, but navy, and I went ahead and bought this myself. Absolutely love it. It's really, it's thin, it bends, but I like it because it's not too bulky, and it still, protects the phone. And I've had this phone since its launch, and I've had this case since its launch, and so far it's done justice. It's done well. But taking a look at the black Liquid Air case. This one has that same texture feel on the back, which feels really nice. It is bendable, but the cutouts are also precise as well. Again, it's not MagSafe compatible, so if you do want MagSafe, you have to get the one-tap ring, which is MagSafe compatible. It's just pretty much a magnet. Again, camera visor doesn't go all the way to the end of the phone, if you do notice, but sliding that on definitely gives more of a... It feels much thinner than the Thin Fit case, which is kind of weird. But I like it. Camera cutout is still precise. The button volume buttons right here and power buttons, they're good. They're very clicky. Easy to put on and take off too, so that is a plus as well. So there is that. Other than that, I really do like this. This is how it looks on the gold. As you can tell, it gets rid of the color itself, so you can only see the metal aluminum camera visor right here. So you can't really see the color unless you kind of look towards the bottom, and that's really it. So this is how it looks on the Snow for the thin or the liquid air case. So let's take that out. There is that. Let's put on the Pixel 7 Pro Ultra Hybrid. These types of cases are for those who like clear cases, who like to, you know, show off their phone. So we first have to remove this protective film. This is definitely not as bendable. And again, the camera visor doesn't go to the edge of the phone. I wish more companies would kind of do that. Oh, well, just rip that. Anyway, let's pull that off. That's number one. Pull that off. Pull the one off in the inside, which this tab doesn't work or doesn't want to work. There we go. Bam. Okay, that's actually really clear. Looks really clean, but I feel like over time it's going to get super dirty. But the most important thing for me is, how does it look on the phone? Definitely fits on really well. The buttons, still clicky. That's good. Cutouts on the bottom port, awesome. Power button, great. Camera visor, honestly, doesn't look half bad. It doesn't look that bad at all. Although there's like this like square cutout right here in the middle, which I'm not a huge fan of. I wish this was just like a seamless back on the case itself, but nonetheless, still looks really good. So this is how it looks. The clear case, the Ultra Hybrid clear case on the Pixel 7 Pro. It's still fairly thin. It has Spigen logo on the side right here. I'm a fan of thin cases, fairly thin cases that still offer some protection. Slightly raised, camera cutout bar right here. So if you do drop it, you're not going to, hopefully you're not going to, damage the camera, but then again, you should be careful with it, and I hope you are. I hope everyone's careful with their devices. These are not cheap devices by any means. So there it is. I'm actually, from the cases we just took a look at, this one, the liquid air and the thin fit, I actually like this Ultra Hybrid one the most for some reason. It just shows off this color really well. Good job, Spigen. Keep it up. Let's move on to the next case. And taking this one off is still fairly easy compared to other case manufacturers that I have come across. Spigen does a really good job. For me, I think it's important taking it off and putting it on, how easy it is. And Spigen does a good job with that. Let's take a look at this rugged armor. So this one should probably be what? A little bit more rugged. Oh, it feels like a sandstone finish, like from the OnePlus One. I like it. This one's also flimsy too. Got some carbon fiber right here on the bottom. Taking a look at the back. Feels good in the back, in the inside as well. Or this is the back, this is the inside, excuse me. There are some raised corners. Okay, so it does offer some rugged protection. Putting it on. All right, nice and quiet. Buttons are still really clicky. There you go. Again, looking at that camera cutout, doesn't go to the edge of the phone. Spigen logo right here. This one actually looks the cleanest in my opinion. It looks really nice. Precise cutouts right here on the bottom for the speaker grill and the USB-C port. Microphone port right here. Pretty good. Good job with that. Again, like I said, Spigen does a good job with its cutouts. They're really precise, but they're also thin. I thought this rugged armor would be a little bit more thicker, but this is how it looks on the Snow color. Still fairly thin, offers good grip on the sides, some rigid edges or rigid sides. So if you're holding this, it's not going to fall off your hand as easily. And I like this texture. It feels like that 1+1 sandstone finish to it. So there is that. And in the end, at the end of this video, I'm going to bring back all the cases and just put them together and see which one you guys would choose. Let's take a look at the next one, which is the Slim Armor. So this holds up to 2 cards, actually a case that is also a wallet at the same time. So that is actually very beneficial for those who kind of need a case and a wallet at the same time. So let's do that. Oh, this one's definitely more bulky. This one is definitely more bulky. Look at the bottom. It definitely is more bulky. Just in comparison with the case that I just took a look at before, which was the rugged armor. Definitely is more bulky at the bottom. Plastic right here. So I think you slide it. There you go. You slide it out and you put in your 2 cards, which would probably be your license and one of your cards, whether it be your debit or credit card. Put that on right here. There we go. So it's essentially your wallet and your phone in one, which I do like. And by the way, look at that. Look at that Face ID, Face Unlock. Very fast, secure, or that's not secure. Let's take that back. It's very fast. It's not as secure as Face ID would be because it's not using those extra sensors, just using the front-facing camera, but still very quick. So take a look at this. Slide it out, put in your 2 cards, whatever it may be. I'm not going to put in my cards just because I don't want to show my cards right here on camera, but it definitely is more bulky. But for those of you who do carry like 2 cards, I tend to carry more. So I don't know if this would be the perfect fit for me unless, especially if I'm going out of town, I'm definitely going to carry some more just because I would need them. But maybe, you know, if I'm going for a quick, I don't know, like a trip to the market to grab some groceries or, you know, stay in town, I think just 2 cards would be sufficient. I mean, more and more cards you can register through Google Pay and Apple Pay and stuff like that. So there is that. I mean, in essence, do you really need to carry a card? No, but it's always good to have some sort of, backup, maybe carry some cash too. So there's that. You may be able to, put in maybe $5-10 in there, not too much because it's actually really slim. But while it is a wallet case at the same time, it still offers some decent protection. It has a raised camera cutout right here, bulky on the back. So if you do drop it on the back, you're not going to really hit the cameras itself first if you hit it on the side, especially on the bottom. Like it has a lot of protection on the bottom right here. It's really bulky and big towards the bottom of the case itself. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to take off and put on. And yeah, this is the most bulkiest one out of the 5 we just checked out, but we still have one more case. We still have one more case, and that is going to be the Tough Armor case. So let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at this Tough Armor. So this is probably going to be the bulkiest one or the most armor-ish one. Oh, look what came out of here. MagFit collection for Pixel 7 Pro. So MagFit collection, you do need this 1-tap ring, which is compatible with Pixel 7. But yeah, this one definitely is more rugged. So it's a 2-piece right here. So you can kind of take it out and just use this part. But then again, I mean, I don't like how it looks on the back. You know something's missing right here, and there's an opening right here for the kickstand. But when you take a look at the case itself, raised corners, it's got clicky buttons or clicky cutouts for the buttons, but they're squared off, like the plus right here, the minus right here, and a rigid cutout for the power button, so you know you're clicking the power button. And sometimes I do mix it up because, switching phones frequently, some phones, the power button's lower and the volume buttons are on the top. Sometimes the volume buttons are on the left. So it does make sense. And I do like how Spigen did differentiate the look and feel of the power button and the volume buttons themselves. Otherwise, cutouts of the USB-C port, the speaker grill, the microphone on the top, they're all good. Now let's put on the second piece, which does have the kickstand. Let's put that on. Gives it a more kind of a dual tone finish look. And let's put out that kickstand. Bam, just like that. There we go. Kickstand right there. In fact, let's put that on 100%. Kickstand right there. Let's open up a video from Siobhan. It's probably one of my favorite YouTubers as of right now. Let's lower the volume just because. There we go. Siobhan Salmon. He's one of my favorite tech lifestyle YouTubers right now. Binge watch all of his videos. Definitely be sure to check out his channel if you haven't. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to his channel. Awesome, dope content. Anyway, using this Spigen case and its kickstand, it's good. It gets the job done. This tough armor case. Okay, so let's say you're eating something, you want to prop up your phone, and you don't want to use like your water bottle, or in this case, the Ghost Energy, your energy drink, which Ghost, shout out to Ghost. And if you ever watched the video Ghost, definitely would love to collab one day. But I don't want to like prop it up against that and watch like that. So having a case with a kickstand is a huge plus. And I can rotate it both ways if I want to watch it this way horizontally or the other way horizontally. So there is that as well. I like it. Vertically, it's not going to be as durable, but if you do want to watch it, you know, horizontally this way or the other way too, you are able to do so. So there is that. I like how they added that for the Pixel 7 Pro tough armor case. Overall, Spigen does a great job with cases. Definitely recommend checking them out. I'll be leaving links in the description down below. Okay, so taking off this tough armor case, which is the bulkiest out of all of them, ridged corners and raised edges. So there it is. The inside is yellow, but you won't notice that, right? Most of these cases do cover them up, except the Ultra Hybrid clear case. Okay, so there we go. Tough armor. We got thin fit. We got the Ultra Hybrid. We do have this liquid air. Let's put that right here. We do have the rugged armor right here. And then we have the slim armor case, which is essentially going to be the wallet right here. But these are the cases. This is essentially how they look on the Pixel 7 Pro. You pick and choose, and there's going to be different colors like this one I have right here, the liquid air in navy. So if you want to just take a look at that, that's how it looks. I personally like how it looks. So there's that. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.